Learning to trust yourself and your own intuition, especially when you've learned for so long not to trust yourself, is one of the most pivotal points of your life. You are able to hone this skill, believing what you are feeling. It's a feeling that I feel like most people genuinely ignore, which is why many people acquiesce to jobs that they don't like, lives that they don't enjoy, being in relationships that they don't fuck with. Because if you're hearing from all angles that, oh, you look like you're doing fine, you have this much money, you have this girlfriend, you have this, that, and the other. Believing that and taking that in while also not feeling as if that you are fully satisfied, it can lead to a place where if it's not an outright terrorizing abusive relationship, if it's not absolutely ripping apart your entire life and you can see it, I feel like you're not going to really take much action on it because it's scary. Change is very terrifying, especially when you're not used to that uncomfortable feeling. I spent 8 years in isolation from the age of 16 to 24. I'm a non-passing trans femme that lived in Florida political sphere at the time for transness getting worse and worse by the day, and I have no money to save my life. At the time I was let know about homelessness in New York City being feasible for people under the age of 24 that are in the queer community, I was basically dead to rights. I was past my expiration date. That was it. So making that sudden jump from Florida with no life experience to homeless in New York, terrifying, especially as a person that never trusted themselves and felt that they had valid reason to never trust themselves. And of course, as one may expect, that was the best decision of my life. It saved my life. It uplifted my life. I have friends now. I have all these things. Now being able to trust my intuition to the point where I feel like I have the compass to aim in the direction of what I actually want, which is pro wrestling and all these different things, business, etc., money, woo. Being able to see these ideas and have them confirmed by successful people on my algorithm through in real life experiences, it continued to make me ask myself, like, if they could do it, why can't I? This is why I promote that exact motto in my bio. If you feel that you're at a point where you can't trust your own intuition because of how toxic your own nature is, I want to acknowledge that you realizing that this is a part of your nature, recognizing that whatever you have done is bad, this isn't good, I want to be good. What are 3 things that you feel give merit to the idea that you can't trust your own intuition? And I want you to ask yourself, with those 3 things in mind, whether that be instances where you have severely hurt someone or yourself, or any habits that you have or had, I want you to ask yourself, with these things in mind, do you feel that this has happened because of nature or nurture? Nurture in the way of this was just naturally meant to happen because I'm just me, and nurture in the vein of what lessons you feel you've learned or traumas that you've inherited. And if your nature is naturally in the direction of positives and you figure out that the nurture is very negative heavy, you know what to drop. People think that this is how I am, this is how I'm honest, and these bad things are just a part of me, then of course I'm not going to trust myself. Of course I'm not going to put myself out there into anything that I actually want, because nothing good will come from it. Absolutely pivotal to being able to understand yourself and see what even a baseline idea of how to address it.